Welcome back to Streamlight Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. Going to be talking about Anthony Joshua. Um, a source, Boxing TV, has said today that he's possibly going to fight Dillian Whyte in a second fight. So this would technically be a warm-up match for Wilder or Tyson Fury, or is he going to fight? Basically Wilder second, and then Tyson Fury in a title fight, or is it going to be basically Dillian Whyte next, and then Tyson Fury? I personally think that Anthony Joshua should fight um, Dillian Whyte first, and if he beats Dillian Whyte comfortably, then see if he can get a world title fight for his Tyson Fury. But I was listening to Counterpunch Boxing News, and he's just said that he believes that Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua could be a fight which will be happening. Yeah, he hasn't said when, but I'm just going to listen to a few of the words he's actually said.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news, some breaking news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Get up. Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Michael Benson is reportedly now back in talks as Eddie Hearn and George Warren have restarted conversations to make the fight happen in September in the UK. It's claimed Fury has told his team to push for a fight versus AJ, according to Mike Coppinger. Let me counterpunch. Wow! Listen,
Do you know what? That's pretty mad. I don't think it will happen. I just don't think it will happen. I think Tyson Fury thinks that there's people in front of Joshua, unless he thinks he wants to get Joshua out of the way quickly, so that conversation's over. This is what I was thinking. It's pretty nuts that that's just come out of the blue for September, because I heard something on YouTube that from Boxing TV, they were just basically saying that it could be Dillian Whyte on the 12th of August. Let's listen to some more what he's got to say.
The blue, out of the blue, people. That's the sport of boxing. It's the sport that I love, that I hate so much, for a reason. Right? Why? Because anything can happen. We got Mr. I change my mind every 30 seconds, Tyson Fury. You went from John Jones to Deontay Wilder 4 to I gotta fight Usyk. Now we're going to Anthony Joshua. I think that this will be a huge fight in the UK. I think if any fight could be made that can disrupt the Middle East plans, would be this fight. For a lot of reasons. This is our version, or the heavyweights version, of Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao and Floyd Money Mayweather. This is our heavyweight version of that. You know, you have Tyson Fury, undefeated, bad boy, like Floyd. Then you got everybody loves AJ, like Manny. You know what I mean? You had the AJ fans. You got the Tyson Fury fans, just like you had the Manny fans and the Mayweather fans. So yes, it's going to be a huge fight. If that fight can be made, it will be phenomenal. Okay, it would be huge. It would be massive. It would be a fight to be made. But will it happen? That's the question. Will Tyson Fury feel the same way on this Friday versus next Friday? You know, versus Monday.
I don't think Anthony Joshua is mentally ready to fight a champion like Tyson Fury. I don't think it's a fight, personally, that he should take at this present moment. He wasn't that great against Franklin. He couldn't get rid of him. He was gun shy. So going into this fight is very, very dangerous for him, because it could mean his career's, yeah, he could get a good payday, but it could mean his career's over. Um, I was going to do a video on him until I heard this about an hour ago. I was going to do a video on him and Dillian Whyte, but I'm actually not so sure who Josh was going to fight next.
Will he get impatient? Will he let his promoters do their job? Will he do that this time? Because he's promised us again with the Usyk situation and he came in and fucked it up. Yeah. You know. So that's what happened. So that's if Tyson Fury can be leashed and be contained and allow this fight to happen. You know, can they work together like they did and they were working together back in December of 2022? Because surprisingly, these guys between Queensberry and Matchroom are working together. What? That's like dogs and cats living together. That's Astoria. Right? So, I mean, this is, I don't know. They're in talks. I would feel better if it was in negotiations. Talks could just be anything. Yeah, let's have dinner, mate. Yeah. But negotiations are when they're actually, you know, writing a contract between.
Yeah, it's just say. To be honest with you, boxing fans, it's just say. I'd want to say the easiest fight for him to make is with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has fought Parker. He won that just about. Chisora, one draw, and then he knocked Chisora out in the second fight. He's fought Helenius. Rivas, Dillian Whyte struggled with. He got knocked out by Povetkian, but won the second fight by knockout. They've both fought some great fighters. Dillian Whyte fought Fury, was outclassed, got turned over. That was an embarrassment, if you ask me. I knew that Tyson Fury was just going to walk through basically Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte's boxing fundamentals are not great. Joshua, he's fought Parker as well. But will Joshua fight Fury? I don't know. Joshua fought Povetkian, put him away, got hurt in the early stages, but put him away. This is probably a good fight. I wouldn't want to see Joshua fight Wilder at the present moment. I wouldn't. I think Joshua needs someone who can get the juices running, like Dillian Whyte. I mean, they've got previous in the amateurs, and then again in 2015 where Joshua knocked him out in the 7th round. It was a wonderful fight, a lot of action, a lot kicked off in the ring. So I think it would be good for Joshua to fight someone like Dillian Whyte. I can't see him fighting Tyson Fury next. I just can't see it.
You know, these underwriters and overwriters and other lawyers, and you know what I mean? This team that's put together to make this dream fight bars. But other than that, what's the other angles in the situation? Well, you know, after Usyk fights Dubois and beats Dubois, you know, which a lot of people think he will do, you know, we can have a Wilder fight. Wilder can have a tune-up and those guys can fight. That would be a fight and another fight, a fresh fight. So we have Joshua, we have Fury, we have Usyk, we have Wilder. So these guys are basically switch. So it's basically a tournament all over again. It's just separate. And I like that kind of better anyway, because I don't think those guys will fight on each other's undercard. I just don't see those guys working together and fighting together on one night. It would be one huge, massive night, but I don't see that happening anyway. You know, I think everybody's trying to do their own thing. And the other angle would be Tyson Fury. You can make more money with a guy that you are feeling more confident that you will beat on top of making more money. Okay? Because Fury, Joshua, that's the biggest fight that you can actually make. Now, it would have been better if Joshua would have knocked out Jermaine Franklin and sealed the deal to know that he's got his mojo back.
I said that that Joshua should have knocked out Jermaine Franklin to make a statement, but Dillian Whyte couldn't get rid of Jermaine Franklin. He's one tough cookie, whatever you say. He's not really a big puncher, but he's one of those guys. He's dogged. That'll stay in fights. Hats off to the American, because, like I said, that guy's game. He really is game. If you had a punch, If he was a bigger puncher, I think he'd be dangerous. Do I think that fight will go ahead between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? I don't think it will. I just don't think it will. They're probably a fight away from fighting each other. I could see it like a December or early 2024 fight.
To convince people to get back on the Joshua team. However, that didn't happen, but Joshua's in the winning column, so that fight can be pushed forward. We've heard good things. We've heard AJ say, I would like the Tyson Fury fight to fight and challenge for the WBC. We've heard Tyson Fury say, yeah, I would like to fight AJ. We just heard him again. So yes, maybe this fight, just maybe, can happen in September. September would be the time to make it. You know, but at what cost? There will be no tournament. But again, you won't need it if those guys fight. Okay? And then we were able to see not Tyson and Usyk, but Usyk and Wilder. And then we get to see Tyson and Joshua. So we get to see these guys fight, two fresh fights. And I'll leave this with you guys. It will also take the stress off of Tyson Fury for that undisputed fight. You know what I mean? And maybe, just maybe, you know, he can, he will hope Wilder will knock Usyk's head over in the ninth row, okay, with the guy holding the popcorn and drinking the beer. Maybe it'll fall into that. That's what he's hoping, because, you know, Usyk is a problem. He's a problem for John.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I don't think Tyson Fury wants to fight Usyk at the moment. I think basically Tyson Fury's been kind of clever because he can cash in fighting Anthony Joshua, and he can have a massive cash in for fighting Usyk for all the belts. At this moment, I think Tyson Fury beats Anthony Joshua quite comfortably. Do I want to see Joshua basically against anyone else? Who, like I said, who else is out there? Wilder, yeah, but Wilder can put him into retirement. I just think the easiest option is, again, I think it's Dillian Whyte. I really do think that's the next fight. Quite a few people, quite a few friends of mine have been saying it, that it could be Dillian Whyte or it could be Wilder. I just don't know. It's, you know, boxing's a funny old game. It really is a funny old game.
Joshua before, he'll be a problem for anybody in the heavyweight division. So everybody wins. AJ gets the fight for the WBC. Tyson gets a break from everybody talking about Usyk for undisputed. Wilder gets an opportunity to fight for all three of those belts being united, because he's never fought for the unified title. So everyone wins. You guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, George Warren, Eddie Hearn, back in negotiations. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys can counterpunch.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. It really, but a lot of it now with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, a lot of it is about cashing out and getting as much money before they leave the sport of boxing. Anthony Joshua said in previous business, for him, it's about money, and I completely understand that. But does he really want to win another world championship belt? I'm just not so sure. Is his heart really in it? I'm not so sure. Is he doing it for the money? 100%. But the next fight will tell us a lot. If he does fight Dillian Whyte and he can't get rid of him, I don't think he should fight in line for a world title against Tyson Fury. If he does beat Dillian Whyte in spectacular fashion, like he did 7-8 years ago, then fair play to him, to be honest with you. But if he fights Wilder, I think that's a career-ending fight. If he does lose it, he can beat Deontay Wilder. I believe he can, but because he's not the same boxer he was 4 or 5 years ago, I could see problems in that fight. Let me know what you think, and subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Thanks, Marvin.